Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the NHS interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I'll share the essential tips for excelling in your NHS Band 6 job interview. Whatever NHS trust you are applying for, these tips and top scoring example answers will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. So let's jump straight into those quick tips. NHS Band 6 interview tip number 1 is to understand the job role and the specifications. So make sure before your interview you thoroughly read the job description. So make sure you understand the specific duties and expectations for the role that you're applying for, and use that job description to your advantage, because on that job description it will list all of the skills and responsibilities that are required from the perfect candidate for that role. Therefore, match those to your own skills and qualities and past experiences and demonstrate those in your interview answers. And also make sure you research the department. This is where a lot of people trip up and let themselves down. Know how the department operates and its role within the NHS structure before your interview, because this can help you align your answers to their specific needs. By doing these things, you're going to be that much more prepared for your interview, and therefore when the interviewer asks you the question, "Why should we hire you?" you can use this top scoring answer. "You should hire me because my clinical skills and experience align closely with the responsibilities of this role. Over the past 5 years as a nurse, I've honed my expertise in acute care, consistently demonstrating my ability to manage complex cases with empathy and efficiency. I've also taken a proactive approach to my professional development by completing additional certifications in pain management and patient safety, which are directly applicable to this position. My colleagues often regard me as the go-to person for navigating challenging patient situations, and I've successfully led initiatives to improve ward protocols, enhancing both patient outcomes and team efficiency. I am deeply committed to the NHS values, particularly in delivering patient-centred care and fostering inclusivity. I'm excited about the opportunity to bring my skills and passion to your team, contributing to continued excellence in patient care and advancing our department's goals." Let's move on to NHS Band 6 interview tip number 2, which is to review the NHS framework and values. I can't tell you how important this is. Make sure you study those NHS values. Familiarise yourself with the core values of the NHS, as your role will require you to embody these values in your daily responsibilities. You will be assessed on these values during your interview, so make sure you learn them well. Also understand relevant frameworks. Be aware of frameworks like the NHS Leadership Framework, as they may be relevant to your role and responsibilities, particularly as this is a Band 6 role that you're applying for. Here's a great top scoring answer to a common NHS interview question based on those NHS values. How do you demonstrate the NHS values in your day-to-day duties? Here's my top scoring answer. In my daily duties, I demonstrate the NHS values by prioritising compassion, respect and excellence in patient care. Compassion is central to my interactions. I ensure that each patient feels heard and supported by taking the time to understand their concerns and tailoring my approach to meet their individual needs. I respect the dignity of every patient, upholding their privacy and confidentiality, and engage with families to foster a supportive environment. I also exemplify the value of commitment to quality of care by staying informed of the latest clinical practices and actively participating in continuous professional development. This ensures that my care strategies are based on the most current evidence and best practices. Moreover, I collaborate closely with colleagues to maintain a culture of improvement, sharing insights and learning from each other to enhance our service. This teamwork not only improves patient outcomes, but also creates an inclusive atmosphere that reflects the NHS's dedication to excellence and innovation in healthcare. Each day, I strive to embody these values, recognising their critical role in the success and integrity of our services. Okay, NHS Band 6 interview tip number 3 is to prepare for competency-based interview questions. Before you attend your interview, it's vital that you reflect on your past experiences. Make sure you have concrete examples ready that demonstrate your skills and how you've handled situations relevant to the ones that you'll face in the new role that you're applying for. And a great way to answer any competency-based or behavioural-based interview questions is to use the STAR technique, STARR. The STAR technique is a way to structure your responses to competency questions by explaining the situation, task, action, result, and then the reflection. So what I mean by that is, you start by describing the situation you found yourself in. What was the task that you needed to carry out? You then move on to A for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? The first R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? Make sure it's always a positive end result. And the final R for reflection is to reflect back on what you learned from that experience. So let me give you a brilliant example to the interview question, tell me about a time you handled a difficult situation with a patient. This is a very common NHS interview question, and you may have already been asked it in a prior role before. Let's use that STAR method to structure our response. I was working in a busy hotel ward when I encountered a highly distressed patient who was reacting negatively to a new treatment plan. My task was to calm the patient and ensure they felt secure and understood without compromising the treatment integrity. I approached the patient calmly, maintained eye contact, and used a gentle tone. I listened actively to their concerns, validated their feelings, and explained the rationale behind the treatment in a way that they could easily understand. The patient's anxiety was significantly reduced, and they agreed to continue with the treatment. This encounter also led to a review of how we communicated treatment plans to patients, improving our approach. This experience reinforced the importance of empathy and clear communication in patient care, skills I continuously aim to enhance in my professional practice. That is a top scoring answer using that STAR structure. Let's take a look at NHS interview tip number 4 for Band 6 interviews, and that is to know about current NHS challenges. It's very important that you stay informed. Make sure you're up to date with current challenges and developments in the NHS, such as funding issues, public health concerns, or policy changes, and make sure you think about solutions. Be ready to discuss how you could address these challenges in your role, demonstrating proactive thinking and problem-solving skills. This will really help you be a standout candidate. Let's take a look at a top-scoring answer to one of the interview questions. What challenges are the NHS currently facing, and how do you plan on addressing these in your Band 6 role if we hire you? Wow, that's a really tough interview question, and if you don't prepare an answer beforehand, you're likely to be caught out. Here's my top-scoring response for you. The NHS is currently facing significant challenges, including funding constraints, staff shortages, and the ongoing pressures from public health issues like the COVID-19 pandemic. These challenges result in increased workload and stress on the existing workforce, impacting both patient care and staff well-being. In the Band 6 role, I plan to address these challenges by focusing on efficient resource management and team support. By optimizing workflow and resource allocation, I can help reduce bottlenecks and improve patient throughput without compromising care quality. For instance, implementing lean management techniques and maximizing the use of digital tools for patient management can streamline processes and save time. Additionally, I'm committed to fostering a supportive team environment. By encouraging open communication and continuous professional development, we can enhance resilience and adaptability among staff. This includes regular debriefings and promoting mental health awareness, ensuring that our team remains strong and capable of delivering high-quality care under pressure. Okay, the next Band 6 interview tip is this: reflect on personal development. Professional growth is so important, so be prepared to discuss your professional development plans, how you intend to achieve them, and how they align with the goals of the NHS in your interview. And then, when you get asked the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, you can use a top-scoring answer like this. In 5 years, I see myself as a well-established leader within the NHS, having progressed into a Band 7 role. My aim is to take on more strategic responsibilities, perhaps overseeing a larger team or leading projects that focus on improving patient outcomes and operational efficiencies. I am committed to continuous professional development and plan to undertake further education in healthcare management to enhance my leadership skills and strategic understanding. I also envision myself as a mentor to newer staff members by that time. sharing my knowledge and experiences to help foster the next generation of healthcare professionals. My goal is to not only advance in my career, but also contribute to the broader objectives of the NHS by implementing innovative practices and promoting a culture of excellence and compassion. This progression will allow me to have a greater impact on patient care and staff development within the organisation. Tip number 6 for your NHS Band 6 job interview is to prepare to ask questions in your job interview. Now, develop some insightful questions before your interview and learn them, because by preparing some thoughtful questions to ask about the team, department, and the priorities of the organisation, you will show your interest and engagement, which again can make you a standout candidate. Here are some brilliant questions that you may want to ask. What are the key challenges currently facing this department, and how can someone in this role contribute to overcoming them? That's a great question, as it demonstrates your readiness to tackle relevant issues and shows that you're thinking about how you can make a positive impact right away in the job role. I love that question. Question number 2 is this: how does this team foster professional development, and what opportunities might be available to someone in this role to advance their skills? Now, asking about professional development indicates your intent to grow and succeed within the NHS, showing your long-term commitment to your career and the organisation. The next question is, could you describe the team's culture and the characteristics of someone who would excel in this environment? Again, I love this question. It shows that you're keen on understanding the dynamics of the team and ensures you're a good fit, highlighting your interest in becoming an integral part of the team. And the final question I have for you that you may consider asking is, what are the department's priorities for the coming year? And how does this role contribute to achieving those objectives? Now, this question helps you understand the strategic goals of the department and align your role's responsibilities with these goals, showcasing your strategic thinking and alignment with the department's vision. So these questions not only demonstrate your enthusiasm for the position, but also your provocative and proactive thinking that allow you to contribute and grow with the department, but also your proactive thinking about how you can contribute to and grow within the department. And my final tip for you, tip number 7 for your NHS Band 6 job interview, is to tailor your preparation to NHS Band 6 specific interview questions. So look at the most common questions they ask and prepare answers to them. The questions you'll face are designed to assess your suitability for an NHS Band 6 role's unique challenges. So make sure you review typical interview questions for the position, focusing on scenarios that you might encounter and how your skills can meet those job requirements. Remember what I said at the start, match that job description. It lists all of the key skills and qualities that they are after. Make sure you mention those throughout your interview answers. That job description is your blueprint for success. So for example, if on the job description they state they're seeking someone who is patient-centered with great communication abilities, then throughout your NHS Band 6 interview answers, be sure to use those exact terms. And the job description can also give you a good indication of the type of questions you're going to prepare for. But I can do you one better, because I've put a list of all of the most common NHS Band 6 interview questions and the top scoring answers together in a video right here on YouTube for you. So click that link in the top right hand corner of this video right now, and it will take you to another video right here on YouTube where you can watch me go through the most common NHS Band 6 interview questions and give you some top scoring answers. But if you want to skip that and accelerate your learning even further, you can download my top 21 brilliant answers to NHS Band 6 interview questions in a PDF guide right now by clicking that link in the top right hand corner of the video or in the pinned comment below this video. Make sure you check it out for 2 reasons. The first reason is it will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can get all of these answers we just covered, plus a total of 21 brilliant responses to NHS Band 6 interview questions in a PDF guide. And secondly, the next reason is I've given you plenty of NHS Band 6 interview tips and advice on that page. It's a brilliant resource guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview, and also more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. Make sure you check out that link. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that really does encourage me to make more videos just like these. And if you have any questions regarding any specific job interview, do let me know in the comments section below, where I'll get back to you with even more interview tips and advice. Do let me know the name of the role you're applying for, because I can help you further if you let me know in that comment section. I literally reply to every single comment on my YouTube channel, so do feel free to reach out to me there. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your interview. Have a brilliant day.